We are on episode 5 of LA Noire's 10-year anniversary playthrough. Before we start, just want to get everything set up. Then I shall start the thing. Alright, here we go. Here we are. The silk stocking murder. Oh no.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
That's Rusty's real name.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case.
Okay.
A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman,
great.
sir?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that's
seem
what I'm
to
saying
have
too,
had quite
Phelps.
a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA...
The words suggest you're happy, but your tone doesn't.
Witness and a lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Let's just change our outfit for the day. I apologize for not streaming Red Dead 1 the other day. I was quite caught up with my PS4 as I got it the day prior, so I was just really on there, and but I got my Twitch and all that links, so I might be streaming on there some too. But I promise I'll stream it tomorrow and I'll continue.
You can drive.
I promise.
You have the address?
Some days I just
The alley
need
off
a break
Aliso between
or
Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of...
Wait, how close is it? My God's right next door to us.
hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
But yeah, I apologize for no stream that day. I will continue to post more.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Yeah, really.
Kiss the blood, BD. Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah, we know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Thanks, Ray. Let's check her bag. No? You can't check the bag. I think it's the coroner's bag. Yeah, it's the coroner's bag. That's why I can't check it. Makes more sense.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Mm-hmm. Why is there a trail of blood?
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
I think it's over here that I want to showcase. No, it's near here though. Oh. This isn't it.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Thanks, Patrolman. Yeah, right here. This is a reference to Red Dead. Yeah, another Red Dead reference in this game because it's a cowboy hat, similar to John Marston's. Yeah, another Red Dead reference in this game, which only makes sense because this game is the next game after Red Dead 1. So, pretty cool. You guys remember in that one episode we had John Marston's face on a piece of toast?
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
Detectives?
Count is going straight to hell.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. Clear this area immediately. This is a crime scene. All of you move along.
Where are you taking us? Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Yeah, really. We...
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her. The trail points up. Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance? Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown. He clearly wants us to find.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Give me a minute. One more thing I need to find. Right here.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. 253. There's gotta be something. Alright, let's head to her residence now.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession.
Exactly.
And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Hope you guys had a good weekend. I know I did. No pets allowed.
Wait just
Knock,
a
knock.
moment.
No, I want in now.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor.
The
Wipe your
parlor.
feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
She can be, and she
I can't
is.
believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Antonia's room is upstairs.
Cruel, cruel
Last
world
door
we
on the
live in.
left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Let's go search her room.
What are we waiting for?
Going upstairs to... This is what we're waiting for. We're going upstairs to her room.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Okay, we have an address.
Thought we already had her place.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
No, it certainly wasn't.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about
Something right
windows,
there.
Phelps.
And go back outside. Yeah, I do know how you feel about windows. Just don't want to get your $30 suit all messed up.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
I could have gone through the window. Well, oh well. Let's talk to her. Where's my partner?
We have some questions, ma'am.
Just
if
popped
you're
up out
to
of
it.
nowhere.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What? Hold on, let me check the answer keys.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
Jesus.
I think she went to a bar. She's been
Okay.
drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
Yeah,
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs.
broken
Lepenti.
window.
What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Yeah, you do. You could either use the broken window or the iron picket if you wanted to. I think it's broken
So
window.
Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Why is she wearing
What
a
about
charm
a
bracelet
I
anyway?
don't know anything about
Yeah.
a bracelet.
Yeah.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado bar.
We'll head to Angel's place.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
A nosy old hag? Ha! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
304. Let's head up there. Truly appreciate everyone stopping by. Means a lot.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Oh, son of a... I forgot about the fist fight. Let's put on my untouchable suit. Where is it? Where is it? There
I
it
got
is.
100 pounds.
Now look, come quietly, Mr. Maldonado.
I got nothing to say to him.
Oh, my partner and I both lost our hats. Oh, you're gonna punch me? Headbutt, yeah. Oh, what? Yeah, how'd you get up from that? Yeah, headlock him.
Cop.
Damn. Yeah, get my hat back.
Damn.
He picked up his hat,
Got
but he's
some
still not
decent
wearing
shots
one.
in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
You guys missed the beginning. We find the captain called him Finbar, and we find out that's actually his real name.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no.
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
I mean, maybe. It's possible.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Yeah. Let's put on the outfit we were wearing earlier now. The hacksaw. Take an extra dose of damage and stay standing. Huh.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Can I take my partner's hat? No, that'd be funny if I could.
I don't think so.
He doesn't think so. So there's no evidence here.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Well, actually, I just remember there is evidence here, so... Bloody shirt.
This will
for
take some
reason.
explaining.
That will take some explaining.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Who knows?
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Same bar that she
El
frequents.
Dorado.
The girl frequents.
Must be a family favorite.
That's enough evidence for the house. Let's continue searching the lot of the neighbors. Excuse me. Open up.
No good. Nobody here.
Whoa.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, And I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in
Interesting.
touch.
I kept thinking you
Seems
were going to
kinda
call that one a
suspicious.
nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars
Yeah.
too. We should check it out.
Let's go. There's also a car in the area that I want to get in for like the vehicle encyclopedia. That's not it. Or that is it, but I've already unlocked it. Just getting in all the cars for the thing. We'll just go back in our cop car. But yeah, that is the car that I need. But I don't need it because I already have it.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Which big case? Which
You're behind the
promotion?
wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To the bar.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K,
KGPL.
Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Okay.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
You let my
I've
dog
been
in.
through 3, Phelps. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Yeah.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Hey, Rusty, you still don't have your hat. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get it back eventually.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Captain Donnelly is downstairs. Not the interview room. Sorry, force of habit. Captain's downstairs with Pinker. Donnelly and Ray. Are they in this room here?
Boys,
Medical services. Yeah, they
come
are.
on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
His information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters,
Good
it's
work,
been assembled
Sergeant.
from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case. heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see,
I don't
Finnis?
think so.
I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the
Go
brand.
see what's going on. How did he? I accidentally went into his room, but it wasn't
Proved your
there.
attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Alright.
So your
What were
wife
last
paid you a
contact
visit
with
last
her?
night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell
I'm
you I was
not.
at home.
How do you explain your alibi? Or lack of?
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true.
Excuse me.
We argued, all right? But she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
Alright, what about divorce?
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was
Proceedings.
divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't
Yeah,
believe
you're
you,
lying.
Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Then how do you explain the attorney's letter?
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her
Who
down.
was she going to divorce? Who else was she going to divorce?
That's the truth.
Her father?
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Alright, what about the
When
jewelry?
we found your
taken from
wife, her
body?
jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Alright, what about your bloodstained shirt that was found in your apartment?
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
I mean, it does explain that mark on your face, but... I'm not buying
Angel,
it.
I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the
It's not one of your places, and why do you have a matchbook?
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by
I
any
agree.
means, Angel. You're
It
going back
does.
into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Bronco, can you give me a hand? I got a heart.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
El Dorado Bar. That's where. If you guys have any questions or just want to say hi, feel free to leave a comment. I will try my best to read it.
You don't think it's
Fred.
strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drink.
I don't.
She gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Yeah, I don't find it strange. Here we are.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar
This
last
guy
night?
actually played someone on a
me and
Disney
temp guy
Channel
from the
show.
agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Is she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
But yeah, if you guys know about the Disney Channel show Stuck in the Middle,
Say, honey,
he played
what
the
time to
father
get
on
off
this
work
show.
and
This
table?
guy.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Alright.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Probably investigate the phone.
Did
make sure
Antonia
he's
say
telling
where
the
she was
truth.
going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our
We will.
best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
My eggs were runny.
It's, yeah,
I
well,
think he's a
she's
bit of a
telling the
ganguero,
truth.
but he treats me nice.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does.
Convenient.
The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. Don't tell them where the boxes end up.
I ain't
Excuse
buying
me,
that.
I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
How interesting.
So,
Can you drive to this one?
Let's head to the fruit market now.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters? Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine.
Now that I was a bad driver.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen
Savior.
the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
Like I just walked through a Pokes.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Yeah, he
Hey,
stays at the
from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Tell us about her distinctive
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much
Look
fruit
at
do
the Kellogg's
you sell here after
cornflakes in the
midnight,
background.
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady
Contact with victim.
arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Tell us about the
Where did she go
movements
from
of
here?
victim.
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
As a second,
Why
he's the
would you
second
wanna
person
do
that
that?
mentions a
Because
brown Ford
we
coupe.
say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
I just love how back in the day, like in these times, you didn't need a warrant at all. You can just search if there are any issues.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
Yeah, that's a
It's a
good question,
typical power
honestly.
thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
If you guys remember the code we found, It's 2. Five. Three. We have her jewelry.
This fruit stall punk
And bloody
gets about
clothes
10
in the
seconds
drawer.
to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Oh crap, he's making a run for it. Well, at least Rusty has his hat back. He's driving GMC. I love how I don't care that he is running away and that he's obviously guilty. All I care is that Rusty has his hat and that he drives what type of car he drives.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Okay. Good luck. Oh, you lost your hat yet again.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Well, it was kind of obvious. Because he didn't tell he didn't.
Strange that he'd
he
leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of
yeah,
them do.
really.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Hit him.
Oh,
Clean this
bumper.
asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Oh shit.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Yeah, you are. And you do.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace.
Rusty's just taking a drink
I'll
and
pay the
smoking a
fiend a
cigar.
personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Let my dog back in. Morning, bud. Morning, Dylan. Yeah, that's one thing. Oh, 5 stars, yay. You know, he ran that poor girl over. But yeah, that's one thing. If you guys didn't know, my dog is named Dylan. My best friend.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies?
Army
They're riding in
person.
trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show. Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
She seems like a fine kid. Like she doesn't seem like any bad's going on with her. She's just crossing the street. Might be a little drunk. Oh wait, that guy does not look good. He looks very unfriendly.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is.
Good morning, Captain Donnelly.
We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are
I
sent
just let you
another
in.
fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile.
Oh yeah, we are sending another fiend to Quentin.
Now,
Because we're the best.
Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
That bum took a swipe.
Let's change our outfit. I think today we will go with the Sword of Justice.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
The hell this guy's doing?
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said, oh. A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Ah, Californians love a fat Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up in San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
How far away is it? Yeah, I'll drive.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
Well, it's raining.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests and the record are giving you a reputation. We don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. So wait for the next turning and go right.
I love my dog, but he's very needy. Yeah, my dog Dylan. Cocker Spaniel. Good dog.
That guy there will lead us up.
Sad that he's getting up there in age.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. You're the gig when you're working homicide, Phelps.
It's a wooden plank. It's a wooden post. Do you think I'd be able to break it down when I'm driving?
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Yeah.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Oh,
Time
great.
of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was
Yeah,
concerned
really.
with her dignity.
The green silk dress is pretty distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
No.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
That. Thank you, I guess. If you consider a bunch of dead women the good ones, then yeah.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Let's use the, I forget what this thing's called. Something box. A Gainwell. Not the box, not something box. Gainwell. Oh, who's this?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Oh?
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
That's all you know about the suspicious.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yeah. Use the Gainwell now. Hey Ray, hey Carlos. What? What is it? Alright. You just came in. Go on.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Let's head to Superior Laundry Services now. Let's check all these trucks right here, see if I have them unlocked. Okay, so I got this one unlocked. My God, dog.
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
I love you, but you need to. Just entering some random vehicles. Ooh. You see? Sometimes it's worth it. Because I didn't even know if I had that unlocked or not. I got a good portion of these ones unlocked. This is the last one I need to enter here. I already have that one. We're done now. Let's take our
You
car.
drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Superior Laundry Services.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern,
true.
Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
No, it's not the end of the conversation. Those two letters from the last case could have been the message for this case.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Okay.
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Of course.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
F1363. Here it is, Miss T. Terrellson.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Need to make a phone call, maybe. No. Okay.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
43 Emerald Street.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
He's got a boat in the driveway. See if there's rope on the boat that matches the ligature marks. And they do.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Huh. That's not at all suspicious. Who leaves a teddy bear outside?
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
That's because she's
Describe
dead.
your wife and what she was wearing.
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Terrellson? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
This case is actually based off a real life
Do you have
murder
someone who can
in
look
Los
after your
Angeles.
children, Mr. Terrellson?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Terrellson, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrellson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
That's just sad.
You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing person
To check if she was a regular.
Is the suspect.
She obviously was a regular because this is the second
Baron's
matchbook we
bar
found.
again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Yeah.
Not much help.
This is a girl's room.
Seems irrelevant. No good to me.
It's got a model boat.
If you'd excuse me, ladies. So she went out without her handbag?
Who does that?
You can see if Pinker can
This
match
guy's
the
eight.
impression to the crime scene.
No.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Okay. Then.
I'll be out of your way
Make a quick
momentarily,
phone
ladies.
call. A quick phone call before talking to him.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help.
Sure, maybe that's the location of Baron's bar. Guess that's not important.
For the record, Mr.
Let's talk to
Tarleton,
him.
what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
That checks out. Alright. Let's book the possible
Do
suspect.
you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I explained the bow rope.
I think you're lying, Lars.
The bow.
I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
The bow rope on your boat.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
Alright. Can you tell us about your alibi
You said you
or
went to a
lack of?
party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Can you tell us about your wife's state of mind?
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
Did drive you effing crazy.
About
She's dead
8:30,
now.
Maybe a little earlier.
Alright, that was about your last contact.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
You're
for a
lying,
minute.
Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Well, so you can either use the muddy boots or the wet jacket. I'm gonna use the wet jacket.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Charlton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrelson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
How far away is it? I'll drive there. Don't run me over, I'm a cop. I got this car unlocked yet. I wanted to see if I had that car unlocked yet. Let's try it.
Sir, step out of the car, please.
You can't
LAPD.
do this!
I can and I will because I'm LAPD. Hey, got it unlocked.
See him?
83 out of 95. Sorry. Department will pay for it. Roads are overrated.
Up ahead, you make a right.
Oh, sorry, fellow officers. Hey, it was a Buick ambulance. Ambulance. Blah. I can speak English. A Buick ambulance.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway,
Not right
LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa
Mr.
Terrelson?
Clough.
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it.
It's possible.
Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Alright, that was about your last contact.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Waitress, could I get another spoon?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Should be. Alright. What do you know about the vagrant male?
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her. promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
I know about the yellow cab, number 359.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
Go, Phelps, get after him.
I'm going.
Here he is,
Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
I want to take our own car.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Sorry.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the victim.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
No, I'm not.
He's showing you how it's done.
Who's gonna bad on our case?
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
If we had our own car, we could call backup.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Let's end this farce.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Here we go. That ought to stop him.
All right, you got me.
Hands behind your head.
Enough.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
No. That was about your
Last
contact
night,
with the victim.
you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Nope.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought
Take a
I'd
quick
ply her with a
screenshot
few
for a
drinks and
thumbnail.
get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
Can you account of the victim's
So what
movements?
happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh.
I was lying there on
That's
the
convenient.
sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find
Yes,
him a
he-
cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Yes, he does. Let's go make a quick phone call.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Well, that's good.
Thank you.
Went down to Central right now. Rusty can drive.
Can you drive to this one?
Here we go. Let's interrogate suspect. Contact with victim. I'm just reading something out loud. Apologies. Thanks again for stopping by.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do
He's
you
in
make?
two. Thanks.
Sailor on furlough who
Good old
looks like
two.
he's in trouble and knows it.
I want to make homicide.
Good old interview too.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you
That's
kill
good.
her?
I didn't kill anyone.
Oh dear.
Look, you need to believe me.
We'll
Let's start
be
at
the
the
judges
beginning.
of that.
You went to
That's
Barron's
where you
Bar.
contacted the victim.
What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Tell us about the incident with Bates.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
We already did.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night
Yes,
before
he
I was
is.
back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Get back in the car.
Three
We
suspects
have
in
to
the
just
can
drive
and one in the
around
hoof. And still no
and
hard
wait for
evidence
them
on
for
any of them.
KGPL to contact us.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on
Alright,
7th.
let's go.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer.
Wilshire and
11K.
Whitler. Let's go. Get this cab.
Where's that cab got to now?
Wilshire and Whitler.
11K, further on your ATV on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
Get this guy.
Car Car 11K, your suspect vehicle, yellow cab 3591, sighted at 6th and Valencia.
6 in Valencia.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Not yet. We'll find him. Oh God, it's a tree. Good God. How far away are we? Coming right up on him.
Car 11K, yellow cab 3591, was just seen leaving Dewey's Car Sales, driving north.
Dewey's Car Sales?
KGPL.
Ooh, and there was Stefan Bukowski.
Search continues.
Who works on traffic. It was like a lifetime ago.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It was at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Oh, poor guy.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313
Let's head to the
Bunker Hill
Hobo
Avenue.
camp.
Unit to handle code 3 identify.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought. Take the next left.
I feel like I'm missing something, but I could be wrong. Because what I'm looking at says we were supposed to go to a bus depot for something, but I don't think we were told about a bus depot address or anything. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it doesn't affect the case briefing too much. We'll see. Rusty just walking in with a shotgun.
We'd like a word with you. Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
We don't want to move you anywhere. 6 rounds won't get us far. No, it won't, Phelps.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Good God.
If you
Killing
want
make you feel powerful.
share, we need to.
I just put on my untouchable outfit.
Fight for it!
Your disciples know what you did last night?
Fist fight, fist fight. God, I love a fist fight.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
Yeah, Ackerman.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
We got our hats back at least. Okay, it's once it's saved, we'll change our
Kremlin's
outfit.
over here, Phelps.
Oh, wait.
Toss it, see what you find.
Okay, let's change our outfit back. Here we are. Ooh, a newspaper. Missing morphine. Cops say goons fight in dope war. Let's check out the
Still
newspaper
working,
scrap.
Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Oh, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir.
Cole's War
Take a seat,
Buddies.
Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Yeah, man. Interesting. But yeah, if you find, you can get like, you can collect like newspaper scraps and like find out like backstories and sort of like pieces together more of the, like at first it doesn't seem like anything important, it just seems like sort of like a side thing to you can investigate, but over the course of the game, like later on you find out like it actually does have some significance, all the war newspaper scrap stories. So yeah, some good tip. T.T. Terrelson, Teresa. Obviously belonging to her. Ah, triple braided rope with bloodstains.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. I'm at a loss.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
I just searched everything.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
No, he doesn't.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Let's finish this. Back to the station.
Okay. Let's go. How far away are we? Yeah, Rusty can drive. I've driven enough today.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
What case notes?
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Let's arrest this guy and charge him with murder.
We're going this way.
Wait, is Buddy still in here from earlier? No, he's not. Hey.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Motive
Why did you
for
kill
murder.
Mrs. Terrellson?
Yeah,
I
why?
have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Now, if you guys didn't inspect the rope at his little hobo hut, you can use bad cop or doubt, and it'll still count towards the case being complete. But since I inspected the rope, I'm gonna.
Are you
accuse
denying
him
that you
or
strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a
lie.
length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Yeah, I do. Blood spattered piece of rope, or blood stained rope piece.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Tell us about your contact.
A
with
bus
victim.
driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
God, this guy's a creep.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Joy time in prison.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach.
Amen.
Maybe 4-3s of Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Thank you, Captain. 14 or 17. Damn. I knew I was missing something. The bus driver who delivered Teresa to her death might have liked a chance to testify. I don't know why I didn't get the thing to pop up for me to go to the bus depot. But all I know is we got 4 stars, and I appreciate you guys stopping by to watch today's stream. If you guys missed any of it or would like to rewatch it, it'll be up on my YouTube in a few hours. youtube.com/card2.0 is where you can find my channel. Until tomorrow, when I stream Red Dead Redemption 1, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.